Hey, what it do, y'all? It's your boy E2 Blue coming back at you again, man. And it's game day. Dallas Cowboys going against the New England Patriots, 4:25 Eastern time. I guess 3:25 Dallas time in AT&T Stadium. Ezekiel Elliott coming back to play in his former team for the first time. It's gonna be weird to see Ezekiel Elliott out there, but not with the Cowboys, with the opposite team. It's just like the first time we played against Cole Beasley, when he, went to the Bills and he came back to Dallas Cowboys to play against us, and I think the Bills won that game. Um, like when Emmitt Smith left the Dallas Cowboys and he came back in a Cardinal uniform, and Dallas Cowboys punished him in that game. They made him look horrible, but it was talk about Jerry Jones possibly putting Ezekiel Elliott in the Ring of Honor. I don't know. But at the end of the day, we're gonna talk about this game, and I just really think that we've seen too much good from Mike McCarthy and Dan Quinn to actually think that this Cowboys team is going to lay two eggs in a row. You know what I mean? I really think that they're going to play tough against these Patriots. You look at what the players were talking about in their little individual interviews, how they were embarrassed and they was like, look, this ain't going to happen again. Um, they literally were taking full responsibility for their actions. Jaron Curse, took responsibility. Uh, Micah Parsons and even the guys on the offense. Like, you look at this team, and sometimes it takes you to get punched in the mouth. It shouldn't have to, but sometimes it takes you to get punched in the mouth to get back out there and do what you need to do to win and to be the team that you play, to be the team that you can be. They showed us what they are first and second game. People are human, right? People have bad days. People have bad games. It happens. I think they were probably looking forward to the 49ers game, which is next week, and they were probably just like, we could beat these other teams. They're not as good. But again, I tell people all the time, every NFL team gets paid. So any given Sunday, any team can beat any team at any time. So you can never say never. That's why you have to be on your game all the time. Even if you're playing a team that's lesser than you, you need to shut them down early to minimize their confidence, because you minimize confidence, teams are going to give up on you. So as far as New England, it's still Bill Belichick as the coach, right? I know that Mac Jones is not the greatest quarterback, but I'm not worried about him from defense. You look to see on their defense. Bill Belichick is definitely, and because they don't have a defensive coordinator, I don't think. So I think everything is run through. They're just coaches. They just go through every week and figure out how they're gonna go about their game plan, and they just execute it. You know what I mean? Like, it's really weird, but the way that they run their defense, they're very sound, in which they're very disciplined. They know their lanes. They stay in their lanes. That's why they don't have a lot of sacks, because they're not really trying to necessarily get to the quarterback, but how they get to the quarterback is by playing their position, playing their man, making the stops when they need to. And that guy Gonzalez they got out there, that young guy, he's pretty good. He minimized Tyreek Hill. A little bit. He still went off, but he kept him under 100 yards. So we'll see what happens. But CeeDee Lamb has to come out here and play. We already know Bill Belichick is going to try to shut down CeeDee Lamb, so this might be a good game for Gallup and Brandon Cooks, and these tight ends need to step it up as well. On offense, if Dak Prescott goes out there, he plays a good game. I hope he was looking at that tape from the last game and not trying to force the ball in places where it's not supposed to be at. There were times where you have to look at the whole field. I know that sometimes the play call says the ball needs to go a certain way, but if it's not there, you got to look around. You got to figure out where other things are open. CeeDee Lamb was open. I know that when a team is rushing you, you don't have much time to get the ball out, so you're like you're looking all over the place. So that time he didn't look to the left side of the field. Sometimes when you're in a red zone, you need to look for CeeDee Lamb first, and then look at your secondary guys after that. But when you're in the red zone, there's no reason why CeeDee Lamb can't get this. We have not scored a touchdown with a receiver yet this season. I know it's now week 4, but yeah, we're the only team in the league that hasn't had a wide receiver score a touchdown. Even the sucky Bears had a wide receiver score a touchdown. So we just got to get in there. We got to play better. I know we will this game. In order for us to win, like I said, on offense, Dak has to go out there, and you got to get the ball to playmakers. Get the ball to your playmakers. Run the ball, run it down their throat, push them back, make them know that you control that offense, not them. Because we know what Bill Belichick is going to do to him on defense. You know, they got Matt Judon back there. He's going to be, all over the place, and he's going to move from left, right. He's going to play the weak side, right? So if we have an offensive lineman that's not playing, they're going to find that weak side, and they're going to run on that side and try to get us. Now, on defense, hats on hats. None of this stuff that we were doing last game where people were jumping gaps and stuff like that. Stay in your gap, stay in your lane, utilize your skill set. Stop thinking so much. Like when J-Ron Curse held back, no holding back this game. If the play is there, make it. If your teammate comes up and he's right there with you, well, shit, y'all both done made the tackle. But y'all got to rally to the ball on defense. Frustrate Mac Jones because he'll throw you a pick or two. Frustrate him, get that ball out of his hands, bat that ball down, get these interceptions, and be the Dallas Cowboy defense that they've been. Period. So with that being said, those are just the keys of the game right there. It's very simple. Just don't do what you did last week, this week. You already know what the Patriots are doing. They're gonna try to do what the Cardinals did last week because they're like, oh well, if this is a trend, let's see if this week we can get this Dallas Cowboy team to fold. Because if the Dallas Cowboys are actually gunning for them to go with the game plan like how the Cowboys played last week, because we know that that's not how Cowboys really play. We know that's not how they really play. So if the Patriots are simple enough to listen to that and follow that, then Dallas Cowboys is going to be fine. So my final score, I would say 27-14 Dallas Cowboys. I think Mac Jones will probably, get the ball to his playmakers. He'll do a little something out there. But this defense is pretty much going to dominate. They're going to apply pressure, and we're going to get some turnovers, and we're going to win this game. I like what I see with our new kicker. I know a lot of people was nervous about him at training camp, but I already said that he was going to have a slow start because he's new at kicking, right? He's new at being in this sport. He was a soccer player, right? But we know that he can kick. But I know that what's going to be his trouble is kicking the ball outside. Kicking the ball, in the outside when it's windy and stuff like that. That's going to be his issue. But as long as we in a dome or we playing like that, he'll be fine. I mean, he could be the next Dan Bailey if he, just keeps his mind together, keeps his confidence up. I think Brandon Aubrey would be fine. We just gotta trust in our kicker and just have patience. I know that a lot of us, we've been through it with these kickers, and you just kind of don't want to have to worry about something like that. Oh, also the Cowboys did make 3 moves. They moved Hoffman up to the 53-man roster. And they elevated Sean McKeon, the tight end, and Malik Jefferson, the linebacker. They elevated them, both of them, for the game, because since the Cowboys got rid of Devin Harper, he's not here anymore. So, with that being said, the Bengals picked him up. So, with that being said, let me know what you guys think about this game coming up today. Ezekiel Elliott coming back playing against us. It's going to be really weird seeing him play against us, because you kind of want to root for Zeke, but you don't want to root for Zeke because he's not playing on the team no more. So it's really going to be odd. But either way, like, share, subscribe to the channel, man. It's your boy E2 Blue. Always keeping it real. Peace out.